Two killed, two wounded in Woodlawn shooting. This was published on September 19th, 2022 for NBCChicago.com. Two men were killed and two others were wounded in a shooting Sunday afternoon in Woodlawn on the Southside. The group was on the front porch of a home in the 6100 block of South Evans Avenue when a gunman got out of a dark blue Chevy Impala and fired shots about 4:30 p.m., Chicago police said. Broad daylight in the middle of Southside Chicago. A man 31 was shot multiple times and was taken to St. Bernard Hospital where he was pronounced dead, police said. Rest in peace. A 19-year-old man also suffered multiple gunshot wounds and died at University of Chicago Medical Center, police said. Rest in peace. A 35-year-old man was taken in critical condition to the University of Chicago Medical Center, police said. His condition improved and he was later listed in good condition, police said. A fourth victim, whose age and condition were unknown, arrived at Providence Hospital of Cook County with gunshot wounds. He was transferred to University of Chicago Medical Center. No arrests were made. So, this is, once again, another shooting that happens in a major U.S. city. Chicago is not the only place where murder and violence are happening across the country. As you'll see on my other videos on my channel, mass shootings are happening everywhere across the U.S., and some even more heinous than we hear about in Chicago. Chicago does have a very high murder rate. Chicago does have some of the strictest gun laws in the nation. The state of Illinois has very strict gun laws. But in the surrounding states, people are able to traffic their legally purchased weapons into Chicago or illegally purchased weapons into Chicago. If there is a black market of illegal weapons flooding the streets of Chicago, that means that there is a legal gun market that allows these weapons to then permeate. Because when people don't have access, but there's still demand, they will still find a way to buy. That's how it works, right? Secondly, all lives matter, right? Everybody's life in America matters. It doesn't matter if they live in a bad neighborhood like the South Side of Chicago or whether they live in Beverly Hills. The excuse that this is a bad neighborhood or crime-infested area should not be the reason that we mitigate or dismiss these sorts of stories. These young people who lost their lives had a whole life in front of them and did not deserve to die like dogs in the street of some third world nation. America should not be living like a third world nation, but it is, because we allow rampant gun violence to continue to happen. These stories go underreported or non-reported and we need to change that mindset. A mass shooting is not only when 20 kids are killed in a school in Uvalde. Mass shootings happen every single day in America, and this is the 580th mass shooting in the United States of America. In 2022 alone, more than 2 per day have happened. We need to change that. We need to change our mindset. A few hundred kilometers from where this happened in Chicago, the mass shootings are almost non-existent in Canada, in Germany, in France, in other countries that we should be better than, or at least on the same level. Countries with larger populations than ours do not have this level of violence. So, my name is Simon Hill. Thank you for watching Abolish the Second Amendment.